So Ryan Garcia puts the eyes December. So Ryan Garcia isn't calling anybody out. That's evident, right? I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. So Gervonta Davis ends up responding. Everybody has balls this week. So I'm not really sure that where that's coming from Gervonta. So some could say, depending on how you interpret it, yo, maybe Gervonta is calling out Ryan Garcia because Ryan Garcia put the eyes with December. He didn't add Gervonta or nothing. Gervonta just seen that joint. He said everybody got balls this week. You kind of calling out Ryan Garcia. Garcia wasn't really directing nothing towards you, bro. He ain't give you the at button or nothing. He said, just lead his tweet up, stand by your word this time, okay? Kid. That's crazy because, Garcia's younger. But I respect it because he's probably like, why are you responding to my tweet? I didn't even direct it towards you. You know what I'm saying? But Ron Garcia's like, I've been calling you out. So David said, laugh out loud. Okay, you did agree to everything. Winky face. So it's sarcasm. He's saying, yeah, you agreed to all the terms. They're basically saying, so what I got from that, this is me. Like I said, I'm gonna break it down the way I think I see it. I'm gonna break it down the way I think it's coming off. So there was definitely a contract. So there was a reason why Ron Garcia was talking crazy. There was a reason why Ron Garcia went to fight. There was a reason why Gervonta Davis, to an extent, was acknowledging it. Laugh out loud. Okay, you did agree to everything. So he's basically saying, with the winky face, he said, look, there was a contract. This is what we wanted. This was the stipulations, but you didn't like everything that was there, so you didn't agree to it. So he's basically saying, like, you acting like you want to fight me, but you don't. Garcia responded saying, isn't it funny? You only went up in weight at 140 to fight Mario, but with me, you didn't. Shows that you are not that confident and looking for any edge. Nothing going to save you. Remember that. No edge can stop what's already destined. Yo, Garcia coming crazy with the words. I'm not really, he didn't really address the like, you know what I'm saying? Came back with the paragraph. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? Gervonta just said, like, okay, you did agree to everything with the winky face. We know what that means. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, there was a contract. You didn't agree to all the stipulations. But Garcia came back with the paragraph. And it was like, you went up. He kind of diverted the situation. I was like, you should address that right there. Okay? All right? Like, I'm honest. David said, it's my show. Once again, you don't get the picture till you in it. Unfortunately, it won't be good for you, though. Buckle up. So he went straight back at that particular a response that came from Ron Garcia. Look, I'm not mad at it in any type of way, but you can't have this much back and forth between two fighters, young fighters, and they not fight. I see the picture. I know exactly what's going on. Come from Ron Garcia. You aren't talking to someone naive. It's just funny to me how much a coward you are. You want every advantage, but this time you mess with someone you can't read. Trust me. So that's crazy. So I'm connecting the dots. If we go back a little bit, and I'm not going to do it. I don't need to. Y'all can do it yourself. But Gervonta said, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you acting like you agreed to everything. You know what I'm saying? With the winky face. So he's basically saying Ryan Garcia didn't agree to all the stipulations in the contract. Now Ryan Garcia says you went up for 140 for Mario Barrios, but you didn't go up to 140 for me. Why is that the case? Gervonta comes back with his shit. And now Ryan Garcia puts everything into perspective to me when he says, I see the picture. I know exactly what's going on. You aren't talking to someone naive. It's just funny to me how much a coward you are. Ryan Garcia wanted to fight Gervonta Davis at 140. Gervonta Davis and his team wanted to fight at 135. Garcia and his team rejected it. Connect the dots. I'm going to say it one more time. Ryan Garcia and his team wanted to fight at 140. Gervonta Davis and his team wanted to fight at 135. The fight didn't happen. So everyone who's talking bullshit, and I'm going to say this too, and y'all going to come at me and be like, oh, you just a high desert nigga, you know what I'm saying? You just rocking with Ryan. No. All y'all saying, the fight was not realistically there. Gervonta proved it all. He proved it all in his tweet back here. Not there. Not that one. He proved it all up. My bad. It's all the way in the beginning. Give me 1 second. Right here. He proved it all right here. Laugh out loud. Okay, you did agree to everything. Winky face. He's literally telling you guys there was a contract that was placed in front of both of their faces, and it had certain stipulations that both of the fighters had to abide by. The interesting thing about this whole entire situation is Ryan Garcia now is able to clarify, and he doesn't even do it in a way where he's letting the people know. But if you just read between the lines, as Garcia, why he had his last fight against Fortuna at 140. He wanted to fight at 140. He wanted to fight against Davis at 140, and Davis and his team said no. We wanted at 135. But it's weird because Davis is fight at 140, like he said against Mario Barrios. I'm not on anybody's side. That's just the realistic truth. You can't hide that. And Gervonta is basically saying, like, yo, I'm that guy. Like, it don't matter what he's based. Like Gervonta is taking the stances where it's saying like, yo, if you want the money fight, if you want to fight with me, you gotta bow down to my stipulations. And Garcia is like, well, why? Because like, why should I do that? So, and I think we're seeing a very similar situation happen between Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, where I think Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford both feel like they have this amount of power, or they've done so many great things within their organization, within their field, within their weight class, within their promotional company, where they feel like, why should I have to be the one to buckle? That's why I'm like, Terrence Crawford is talking about moving up and fighting Jermell Charlo. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see that in the headline. I'm going to get to that. That's cool. I'm going to be there with it. You already know. But I'm just trying. I just want to clarify this because a lot of people have a very negative outlook, a very a negative perspective when it comes to Ryan Garcia, and they act like he's avoiding fights, and they act like he's not really trying to take a big fight. I think a lot of people don't really understand or really see what's going on because it's right in front of you guys' faces. Gervonta Davis said it to you guys. He said it in his tweets. He told you guys. He said there was a contract right there, but Ryan Garcia didn't agree to what was in the contract. He wanted to make his own stipulations. And a lot of people would be like, ha ha. Look, you just admitted it. Ryan Garcia didn't sign a contract because he wanted everything to be in his favor. No, he said, well, let me not say he said, he hinted at, hey, you know what I'm saying? I seen the picture. I know exactly what's going on. You aren't talking to someone naive. It's just funny to me how much a coward you are. You want every advantage, but this time you mess with someone you can't read. Trust me. He's saying, I wanted to fight at 140. If you want to fight Davis, let's do it at 140. And I can't understand Davis fans who say, well, he's been fighting at 135 this entire time. Da, da, da. Look, Ryan Garcia is like 24 years old. He's a young guy. He's growing. As he gets older, 140 is probably going to fit him when it comes to his particular stature. So you guys can have these excuses and things like that, but you got to just be realistic. Gervonta Davis is a beast. He's very skilled as a boxer, but I think what's holding up Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis isn't the Ryan Garcia side. And it doesn't even come to Ryan Garcia. I think Oscar De La Hoya wants that. Oscar De La Hoya, I think he's in a position he wants all the get back he can get. That's how I was saying. I know that's my personal opinion. But I feel like people don't really see it that way, and I understand it because you guys, you know what I'm saying, you got your favorite fighters. It is what it is. No, I got nothing but love to the people, man. It's going crazy out here, man, when it comes to weather. But I as much as I want to say this fight's going to happen this year, it's not going to happen this year. It probably won't happen next year. I hate the fact that we even have to talk about something like this where they're just going back and forth, and it's something that really we want to see happen in the works in the future. That's why I give so much praise, and I respect Devin Haney and what he's doing, because I know for a fact after this George Kambosos fight, if he beats George Kambosos, he's gonna go fight Loma. It's not even gonna be a question. You know what I'm saying? And that's my biggest criticism. As much as I have respect for Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Davis, all these guys, you feel me? Is why I talk my shit for Devin Haney. Because he didn't have to do what he had to do. He could have re-signed with Eddie Hearn and just took, you know what I'm saying, did what he did, you know what I'm saying, stayed undefeated. But he said, I'm gonna go to top rank, I'm gonna be undisputed. So it's like Devin Haney is really showing and exposing a lot of people. But I got number of respect when it comes to Ryan Garcia. I got number of respect when it comes to Gervonta Davis. I would love to see them fight, man. I just don't think it's right. I don't think it's right that we see them arguing, we see them calling each other out, but nothing's coming from it. Nothing's actually translating into something that ends up being productive and something that we want to see. And it's like you teasing, you dangling something in front of, you know what I'm saying? Like, here's a treat, you can get it. Nah, you ain't gonna get it. And I don't think it's right. That's how it is, you know what I'm saying? So, all right.